Test. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Test. 1, 2.
You ready, cameraman? We're good. I'm good. Go. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to the Grand Drive this afternoon. My name is Patrick Bray, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as the president of the Arizona National Livestock Show. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time over these holiday seasons to come out and join us here in the great state of Arizona. It is our pleasure to have you here. My hat's off to not only the parents, but the kids that work so hard in these projects for so long. I know that I used to show myself, so I understand that there's a lot of time, effort, and resources put in. And we're going to get to see some of the top animals across the nation today. And I just want to thank all of you for participating, being here in the stands today. It's really nice to see us all back and gather together after that silly pandemic. But with that, without further ado, there is some people that I would like to introduce before we get started. And one of the guys here that really makes this show go off without a hitch is our executive director. And I'll turn it over to him, Mr. Tyler Grandel.
Thank you. I'd like to join Patrick in welcoming you and thanking you for coming to our show this year. Not too long ago, I was on an airplane flight coming home, and the stewardess stood up and said, "You know, we recognize you have a choice when making your flight reservations, and we're glad you chose us." And I know that's just a script that they've been told to read, but when she said that, I thought to myself, you know, I feel the exact same way about this livestock show, and I know that you have a choice on where you go, how you spend your time, and how you spend your money. And please know that we take that to heart, and we try very hard to make sure this is a valuable experience for you and the exhibitors that come here. So I wanted to thank you for that, and to wish the best of luck to all the exhibitors that are about ready to compete for Grand Reserve. And with that, I'd like to ask all of you to rise and join me in listening to the national anthem sung by Miss Cora McGibbon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Well, thank you, Cora. What an amazing job. What an amazing job. Well, folks, I'm C. Jason Spence. I am the master of the hour of the ceremonies here today. I'll also be the auctioneer tomorrow at our premium sale. We'd like to see you all there as well. Without any further ado, I would like to welcome everyone to the 74th annual Arizona National Livestock Grand Drive. And it is a pleasure of mine to be here today, one of my favorite shows. And one thing about the tradition and the history that goes behind this, they had a record number of 4,100 entries from 29 states. This is an absolutely amazing show with amazing people. Let's give this staff a big round of applause. Nobody does it better in Arizona. We're going showing, and this is what our steer exhibitors have been waiting for. We're going to march these steers in, our reserves, and then our champions. We'll let our judge select them. We're going to ask that you hold your applause after the selection of the grand champion. We have one steer that this is kind of the first time he's been to town and seen all the lights, and you might have acted the same way that he's going to act if he gets a little excited. So we'll keep that in mind. In our reserve British, entry number 195 from Hillsburg, California, Andrew Nunez. Entry number 166, our reserve champion black, Charlie Jones of Gridley, Illinois. Our reserve champion red, entry 235, Skylar Sturgeon of Hydro, Oklahoma. Entry number 155, Tristan Himes, Sterling City, Texas. And our AOC, entry 108, Berkeley Bird of Lubbock, Texas. Those are your reserve division champions. Our judge today, Mr. Dave Allen of Schulenburg, Texas. He is the owner and operator of Bar 8 Cattle Company, horned and polled Herefords, the founder of Gene Source, a multi-breed semen distribution company located there in Texas. He earned his bachelor's at Texas A&M University and a master's from Michigan State. Very active in our cattle industry. He's a Purina Honor Show Chow ambassador. He's a professor at our stock show universities. He's judged all over the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Thank you, Dave, for spending a couple days out here with us. Thank you, folks. Congratulations to those exhibitors there. Those steers were 1,325 to 1,350 99 pounds. Now I'd like to welcome to the ring our division champions. We'll get them in just a second. Thank you all for holding your applause there. We'd like to remind everybody that you're more than welcome to come to the sale tomorrow, our premium sale. It be held at 11 o'clock. We'll open the doors and we'll start selling at noon. Great opportunity for you to support these kids in the green building. All right, folks, now we're going to have our champions come into the ring. Entry number 123 from Anton, Texas, with exhibiting our champion British, Britton Clevenger. Entry number 214, Kendall Rust from Bernie, Texas, with our champion Black. Our champion red, exhibitor 178, Kay Delaney from Fredericksburg. Champion smoke was Elizabeth Norwood of Midlothian, Texas, concrete capital of the world. And our AOC, Addie Potts of Wichita Falls. 149 steers entered this year. Our grand drive represents the top 7%. It's hot.
Well, as we get ready to pick the champion steer here at the Arizona National, first off, I'd like to thank the staff here. They asked me 2 years ago if I could come out and judge the junior cattle show, the junior heifers, the prospect steers, and the steers, and I was ecstatic that they asked me. It's a great opportunity. It's a great show, has been for a long time. Obviously, we had to cancel last year, and I'm glad that they asked me back to get this opportunity. The last time I was here was 30 years ago. I was livestock judging for Texas A&M, so it's been a little while since I've been back, and it's great to come out here. Livestock were fantastic. The young people were even better. Thoroughly enjoyed my week. It was kind of nice even just get away from home for a few days. So I'd like to thank my family at home for holding down the fort. Actually, my boys are headed into Oklahoma City to set up for the show tomorrow, and everybody's been working hard back there so I could be here, so I appreciate that on their end. And also, I'd like to say the Junior Livestock program, I grew up in it. My kids are growing up in it. One of them's done and two of them are still in it. There is no better place to bring your family. There's no better way to teach your kids about hard work. Hard work pays off, and not every time. That's how the world works. That's how life is. And I think it's great life lessons, and it's the best crowd of people that you can have your children around. I can attest to that. Myself growing up, and then now with my own family involved. So we'll keep it moving. I'll show you the two that I like the best, but congratulations to all these exhibitors and their families and everyone that helps them. I know it's a ton of work and expense, but it's worth it. I can guarantee you. I'll give the mic back to Spence, but thanks for everything. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Dave, how did your Texas A&M judging team do at the Arizona National 30 years ago? Are you sure it's 30?
Yeah, I think we were second, but we got it done at the end of the year, so.
So the sound tech is coming to do the music once the steers are out, and then you'll just have to mute. Perfect. And he'll just sit right there, so that you don't hurt him more, so you guys can see. Perfect.
Congratulations to Bernie, Texas exhibitor Kendall Rust. Now coming into contention was our reserve British, our reserve AOC, Berkeley Bird. Black, and you were second at that judging contest. I wonder why. Dave's not colorblind, we know that. So our reserve black, Charlie Jones of Illinois. The buckle for the Grand Champion steer is sponsored by Salt River Projects, and the banner is sponsored by Jordan and Tiffany Selchow. Custom tack box is courtesy of Weaver Livestock. In addition to these awards, the champion steer exhibitor will receive $3,000. Sponsored by Agridime. We have Jessica Link with her. Your reserve grand champion from Wichita Falls, Addie Potts. She also receives a buckle from Killian Ranches, a banner from Anchor Elf Cattle Company, and in addition, a $1,500 check. Congratulations to these exhibitors. Thank you very much. All right, since all the steers are gone, now we can make some noise. Let's give them a big round of applause right there. Absolutely. I think the Texans were loaded in that one. Swine exhibitors, bring your hogs to the staging pen. Swine exhibitors, bring your hogs to the staging pen. Next up is our Junior Market Weather Lounge show. We had 5 divisions in there. that was average at best. Let's make a little noise. Let's welcome our lamb exhibitors. All righty. We're going to introduce our reserve divisions first. And our reserve division 1 entry 1964 from Redwood Valley here in Arizona, Haley Seaver. Division 2, Sheridan Hank of Aledo, Illinois. Our third division, entry 228, Brantley Cox of Glencoe, Oklahoma. Division 4, Colton Retzka
I got a few songs on here, so
from Eastland, Texas.
how are you gonna get them on the here?
And our Division 5 from Calabria, California, Audrey Galindo. Now I'd like to introduce your champions from Division 1, McKenna Hurley of Alex, Oklahoma. Our Division 2 champion from Brownwood, Texas, Madden Wise. Magnolia, Arkansas is the home for our Division 3 champion, Maggie McDonald. Our Division 4 champion from Olden, Texas, Mr. Logan Jackson. And Division 5, Gustine, California, is home to Madison Woods. Let's give them a big round of applause. Our judge today from Seward, Nebraska is Mr. Colby Birch. Birch family, actually a legacy in the livestock judging industry and the competitive livestock as well. He started his college career at Casper Junior College in Casper, Wyoming, where he's a member of 5 of 7, winning 5 of 7 national contests. He was also a member of the Iowa State Reserve National Champion judging team. Judging team coach at Fort Hays State University and Casper College. Been an ag teacher and owner of Birch Livestock. Received a bachelor's and a master's from Iowa State University. You good? No, they got it over there.
The mic should be working. I haven't touched it. You guys turned it off. Sorry about that. I gotta change this.
Kobe's also a technology major.
Yes, absolutely.
Casper.
Kind of enjoying the ACDC there. Mr. Spence was kind enough to point out this morning that I'm missing a little bit of hair off the top of my head. Thank you. Appreciate that. That just means that I've got a few years under my belt and have been able to make some observations, live life a little bit, and draw some conclusions. And one of those conclusions, I think, is that the kids and the families involved in this project, no matter the species, are extremely passionate. You have to be because of the sacrifice that you make. Extremely passionate, extremely driven, and extremely hardworking. And because of that, I think these kids deserve a loud round of applause for their efforts. I'm really taken back with the quality out here. You guys should be extremely proud. As far as the Arizona National Stock Show goes, you guys should be extremely proud. You put on a heck of a show. What a display. It's been a long time since I've been here. Things have changed a lot. And wow, it's impressive to come down here after all these years and see what you've done. The turnout has been great. So from Tyler in the front office to Chris there in the office, I think Megan and Brian, if I'm not mistaken, are the ones responsible for those videos, which are really cool to watch. Those are really good. Kaylee, the person that has been running me around and serving as a chauffeur. And then, of course, Tor Sorensen is a pretty special person, too. The guy, yeah, he deserves a round of applause. Absolutely. That guy has been working and putting on junior livestock shows here in the state of Arizona, of course, Arizona National for a very long time. And I'm sure and there's a tremendous number of volunteers. But as far as the show itself and all those people I mentioned, we should give everybody a round of applause because they work extremely hard to put on a quality event. Absolutely. As far as for me personally, it's been quite an honor to be able to step out here and do this. I love sorting stock. It's something that I truly enjoy. If it wasn't for family and help at home, wife Mickey, son Miles, and Jesse at home feeding livestock. It's one thing about livestock, there's always chores to do, right? So good thing they're at home taking care of things. Appreciate them quite a bit. And lastly, I think the breeders or whoever's involved in these things, these are very special individuals that you're looking out here. I mean, we turn out over 300 lambs per year, and we hope, speaking very, very frankly, that maybe 10 of them, maybe 10 out of 300 might be this good. And so what you're looking at here is the creme de la creme. So congratulations to all involved. Absolutely. The people that have created these special individuals out here. So once again, congratulations. Very honored to be a part of this. Very impressed with the quality of the stock. We'll get you a granted reserve.
Thank you, Kobe. Remember, it's not the miles you bend, it's the fuel you burn. Congratulations to Magnolia, Arkansas exhibitor Maggie McDonald. Now coming into contention is Brantley Cox from Glencoe, Oklahoma. to Madden Wise of Brownwood, Texas, your reserve grand exhibitor. Would like to recognize those folks that make our awards possible. The buckle presented by Midwestern University College of Vet Medicine. The banner sponsored by Salt River Project and a custom tack box from Weaver's Well. $3,000 premium for our grand from Andrea Marino on behalf of the Salt River Project. Our reserve grand gets $1,500. Great round of exhibitors and an extremely competitive lamb show. Out first, pin them, and then we'll have our champions. Let's give our hog exhibitors a big welcome right quick. For the rowdiest barn, that was weak. Come on, make a little noise, hog. There we go. Crack the gate and let's welcome Benedict, Nebraska exhibitor Atlee Hirschfield with her reserve champion Berkshire. Atwater, California brings us our reserve Chester, Kobe Dow. Lindgrove, Hidden Valley Lake, California brings us Lincoln Grove. Reserve Duroc. Todd Lewis of Modesto, California with our hemp. Siloam Springs, Arkansas brings us Braxton Blankenship with his Hereford Tamworth. Paso Robles, California exhibitor Crew Dadson with our land race and his cheering section. Whoa! Our spot exhibited by Stephen Shrimp, St. Andrews, California. Sheridan, Missouri exhibitor Tate Welch with our Yorkshire. And our crossbred, Maxwell, California exhibitor Paige Vera. I skipped the spot. Uh-oh. Hey, thank you for keeping me straight. I just thought my wife was in Texas. I guess she's here. I'm taken, ladies. I'm off the market. Sorry. Lucas Brown of Maxwell, California brought us our Poland. Sorry about that. Give them a big round of applause. Are you ready for our champions? Aha! All right. I'll get it right this time. Our Berkshire from Bend, Oregon is exhibited by Ellie Kowalski. Gonzales, California brings us Maggie Roach with her champion Chester. Sammy Cole of Mercedes, California with our Duroc. And our hemp, the same way, Sammy Cole. Our Hereford Tamsworth, entry 2637 from Bakersfield, California, Brecklin Robinson. Madison Slate with our Landrace. And rolling with the Poland from Lincoln, Arkansas, Brindley Hunt. Tate Welch, Sheridan, Missouri, with our spot. Our Yorkshire, entry 3605, from Benedict, Nebraska, Creighton Hirschfeld. And our champion cross, Gavin Stratka from Yukon, Oklahoma. Mr. Brian Arnold of Lafayette, Indiana. Judged at Blackhawk East and Purdue University. Assisting him is Kane Austin is assisting him today. Kane is from Inman, Kansas, attended Lincoln Land Community College in Springfield, Illinois, and Kansas State University. He's an ag instructor at Hutchinson Community College in Hutchinson, Kansas.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's really a thrill and an honor to be here, and I can't say thank you enough to the Arizona National for giving me a chance to come here and work with the young people that are driving a tremendously good set of barrows. It's been a blast to sort through this show, and much of the reason it's been so fun is I've had the opportunity to watch this young man, Mr. Kane Austin. Kane, raise your hand here if you're just stepping up to the barrow ring here today. I'm going to put Kane on the spot. I've watched him grow up. And having the opportunity to step into the ring and work with Kane has been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate that. And there's no question Kane's going to be a regular here at this event, but also on the circuit. When you talk about some of the major stock shows, he's got the integrity to do it. He's got the chops to do it. He's highly talented. I think we owe him a big round of applause, Mr. Kane Austin. Also think we owe a big hand. Again, I'd echo the comments from Mr. Allen and Mr. Birch that they had earlier just on the job that the Arizona National does in making this an exhibitor-friendly and exhibitor-focused event. They do a great job promoting it. They do a great job promoting agriculture. Let's put our hands together for the Arizona National staff for doing a tremendous job. The last folks I want to thank aren't here, and that's my family and friends back home that have allowed me to come and do what I love here, judging this show, but also have allowed my wife to do what she's doing, something that she loves. We've got two young boys, and I took off at about 7 o'clock yesterday morning to drive 2 hours to Grandma and Grandpa's, drop them off, and another 2 hours the other direction, the airport. And part of the reason I had to do that, my wife is currently in Honduras for 9 days on a mission trip with our church. And so while she's doing, thank you. While she's doing what she loves to do there, I get to do what I get to love, and that's look at really good livestock and work with great young people. But one story I would share that she shared with me here 2 nights ago, she would have been back there 2 years ago, and there was a young man that was 9 years old, and he probably didn't weigh but 40 or 50 pounds and was skin and bones. And his mother had been through some pretty tough times, and part of the work that they do there is working with women that have maybe been in abusive relationships. But this young man was so malnutrition that it was a life or death situation, and they offered to take in that young man. The group that host our church down there offered to take that young man in, and provide him care and love and nutrition. And the mother was reluctant to do so, and they offered her $50, and she handed her son over. And part of the reason that I bring that up is I can't imagine that mother's situation and what she was going through. But what I can tell you is that 2 years later, she had a picture, and that boy was wrapped around her neck, and he's in good health. He's in good shape. And the story that I want to really drive home here is it's all because they took him in and they showed him love. And they showed him what good looks like. And we need more of that, folks. We need more leaders that show what good looks like. And if there's one thing that I've learned from this activity here, it's perspective. It's to have a better understanding of how fortunate we are to be able to do what we do. But hopefully we turn out great young people that understand what being good leaders looks like, both in the show ring, but more importantly, outside the show ring and at home. I think we've got a tremendous opportunity to continue to grow and develop young people that have a good understanding of values and integrity. And we've got to stand up. And I talk to you dads, and I'm one of you. We've got to have integrity. We've got to be men that value home life, that value family. And more than anything, folks, if we have Christ at the center of our lives, all the other things fall into place. And I challenge you to make that a priority. When we think about setting goals for 2022, I challenge you to do that. At the end of the day, it's about you folks right here, you young people, and I really appreciate the job that you've done here today. You've had great sportsmanship. You brought us a tremendous set of champion bears out here to work through. We're going to go out and select one that Kane and I think is awfully special. Folks, if you would, one more time, let's put our hands together for these young people. Show them your appreciation. Thank you.
Systems, and a big thank you to Mr. Bo Sanders for their continued support, not only here but all across the nation, helping us with our way back since 1999. If you've seen Bo, he's a man of few words, but he is a great friend to the competitive livestock industry everywhere. So let's give Bo Sanders a big round of applause as well. Congratulations to Gavin Strutka of Yukon, Oklahoma, exhibiting our grand champion. Now coming into contention is our reserve crossbred, and that will be Maxwell, California exhibitor Paige Vieira. Our buckle for the grand champion Barrows, sponsored by the Ham family and Salt River Project, with the banner, and Weaver Livestock with the tag box. In addition to these fine awards, Shannon Schultz, on behalf of the Arizona Pork Council, will be presenting a check to Gavin for $3,000. And our reserve champion will receive $1,500. That buckle sponsored by the Langemeyer family, the banner Smithfield Foods, and the Arizona National sponsoring the $1,500 payment there. Congratulations to Paige Vieira, both cross. Well, folks, let's give these people a big round of applause. Let's give our judge, Mr. Arnold. Wasn't that a great speech? Well, folks, I know that you're all waiting for the goat drive, because that's what I've been waiting for. And our judge has been waiting for it. except he's not finished sorting the doughs yet. So it'll be about 5 more minutes. And that's in Arizona 5 minutes before we can go back. Hey, if you like these banners that you see, and it may be a friend of yours that's featured on there, you can purchase those banners for $50, and they'll take your money, U.S. dollars, credit cards, checks. No Bitcoin yet. No Bitcoin. All right, all right, all right. Can you make some noise for the final species drive? The goat drive. This is not church, and if you went to my church, you'd be on your feet hollering and screaming. The last species, the goat drive. Let's make some noise. All righty. Here we go. We'll bring our reserves in first. Chancellor Johnson from Galt, California. Reese Turman from Bakersfield, California. Our Division 3, Jack Hoyle from Taylor, Arkansas. Reese also had our Division 4 reserve champion. And our reserve champion heavy, Division 5, Terrell Hummel from Illinois. Now, champions. Is home to Paisley Carlson. This 11-year-old wants to go to Oklahoma State University, and she's a pretty good basketball player. To specialist. Dr. Griner had a great judging career at Iowa State, judging meats and livestock. He was the high individual at the National Collegiate Livestock Judging Contest in 1988, almost 40 years ago. He coached teams at Michigan State and Iowa State, including 2 national championship teams at Iowa State in 1992 and 93. He is the superintendent of the National Collegiate Livestock Judging Contest in Louisville, Kentucky. Let's give a big round of applause for our judge, Dr. Scott Griner. Chancellor Johnson is a student at Modesto Junior College. She plans on transferring to Texas Tech University in the fall. Reese Turman of Bakersfield, California, 16. When she graduates, she'd like to attend Texas Tech or Oklahoma State. Jack Hoyle, a senior, will be attending Oklahoma State University in the fall and majoring in engineering and social media technology. And our Division 5 reserve champion, Tara Hummel, a student at Kansas State University. Upon graduation, she plans on returning home to Illinois and being a major factor in her family's competitive livestock business in North and South America.
Who takes the red one? The red one for the judge.
354 goats entered this year. This is the top 3%. Hey, use your big boy voice. Big boy voice.
Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. We saved the best for last, and my apologies for being a little tardy to the party, but I think it's worth it in terms of these young people and what this program means for them. We've spent the last 2 days sorting stock, and you've those of you that have spent some time in the goat barn have heard me talk way more about goats than you probably ever heard or cared to hear. And then there's several of you around the ring that came there to hear that, but most of you didn't. Most of you came to support these young people, and whether they're relatives or kids you know, or not even young people that you know, but believe in the program, and we very much appreciate it. Being last, I'm sure that all the important stuff's been said by the fine set of judges that preceded me, whether it was steers, barrows, or the sheep, and I would echo all those things that they said. You know, we spend lots of time talking about livestock, and I want to tell you these livestock are really good. Really, really good. They're elite. We picked 5 in every division yesterday, starting with the lightweights through the heavyweights. And I thought in all 5 divisions we had tremendous depth and tremendous quality. They're goats that have substance and mass and product and muscle, and yet they've got the bells and whistles that make them show stock and make them unique, and that's the look and the balance and the skeleton that they put on them, and that's what it's all about. we just picked the champion doe a few minutes ago over in the goat barn, and hence our little bit of delay. And a comment I made to them, and I challenged them a little bit. I'm fortunate enough to have my family, and they made that announcement a few times at the goat show. My wife and two daughters who we raised through this program, as well as my brother and his family, and know lots of folks around the ring. And the reason you're here is because you believe in it, and you believe in what this program does. 2 years from now, except for one or two of you, you're not going to remember exactly how your goat did, or how your barrow did, or how your steer did. What you're going to remember is the young people that you had the chance to interact with from all over the country. And that's what I challenged them with a few minutes ago. You young people, if you haven't done it already, take the time, go meet those other people from faraway places that you've never heard from. Get to know them a little bit, because in just a few years, not very many years after you get out of college, those are the people that are going to help you go places, and you're going to help them go places. And I can look at lots of people and lots of faces in this room, and they're a testimony to that. The reason I know you is because of this program. And the reason that I'm the luckiest man on the face of the earth, I get to travel all over the country. I get to do this and work with great kids that are the future of our country. Not a better way to spend your spare time. It's an honor to be here. It's always great to be in Arizona. I wish every one of them the best of luck. We got a pair of phenomenal goats, which I think represent a lot of very positive things that are going to be champion and reserve. There's lots of them standing in this ring, which are very deserving. We're only going to pick two. And I think they're unique and they're way out there. Give these kids a nice hand. Give everybody here at the Arizona National a nice hand. We'll get you champion goat.
This selection would like to recognize Mr. Austin Boyles, who is Vice President of the Purple Circle magazine. They will be presenting a $3,000 check to our winner, and our $1,500 check sponsored by the Arizona National. Our buckle, grand buckle, is sponsored by Hummel Livestock. Spence Company Auctioneers is the banner sponsor, and the custom tack box is from Weaver Leather Livestock Products. Our reserve champion banner is also sponsored by Spence Company. The buckle sponsored by Western Ag Life Media. That's the Paul Ramirez and family. Riley Hoyle came out of Division 2, now in Division 3. My brother Jack, now in contention. Congratulations to Jack Hoyle. The whole family sweeps the show. Let's give all these exhibitors a great big round of applause. Thank you. Be kind, be safe, be blessed. And we will see you tomorrow at the premium sale.